This is part 2 of putting a KO4 turbo on my Mark III TDI. So in part 1, I basically just ended when I took the turbo off and I compared the two turbos. This KO4 is quite a bit bigger than the KO3, and it has a different flange, manifold flange on it. So because of that flange, I had to make an adapter. Now that adapter, if it was just straight, would have put the turbo too far down below the manifold, and the oil return wouldn't have been gravity fed anymore. So I spent some time making this. Manifold to turbo, 90 degrees. Sticks the turbo out the back of the engine and keeps the turbo height the same or even higher than factory, which is good for the oil return. So I'm gonna throw some high temp spray paint on here just so it doesn't rust. So here is my adapter bolted onto the turbo. So the turbo is gonna sit in the car like this. And now I'm making the exhaust flange. Right here, making this, then I'll weld a piece of stainless. This is all gonna be stainless. I'll weld a piece of stainless pipe out 2 inches or so, V-band clamp to the rest of my exhaust. So now it's time to see if I can't weld some stainless steel. This will be my first time welding stainless steel ever, so should go pretty good. Well, so far I've just been going around tacking it because it's gap welding, so I don't want to burn through it. I've just been tacking it all the way around. So far it's going pretty good. So this is what I was hoping for. That bolts on there, and now I got to put a V-band on here, and then I can make my rest of the exhaust. Well, if you guys have any advice for me, tips for me to get better, this is my first time TIG welding an actual part. I'm just using a basic TIG welder, no foot pedal. Yeah, getting her done. It doesn't look the best, but it'll work. I think this is gonna do it for part 2 of this turbo build. This entire thing should be good to go in the car, other than I have to figure out how to mount the wastegate.